we're just about set for the main event. You're watching Oklahoma High School basketball here on Skordle.com and your Skordle app. Michael Swisher alongside Heath Myers. And Heath, we've been waiting a long time for this one. Hennessey, 21-1, ranked number 4 in Class 3A. The hometown Kingfisher Yellowjackets, 21-0, ranked number 1 in Class 4A, the defending 4A champions. And I'll go through the starting lineups here real quick, Heath, and then we'll talk a little bit about the game. For the visiting Hennessey Eagles, we got number 3, Brandon Ramirez, number 20, Angel Rodriguez, and Angel making his return after hurting his ankle in the team's lone loss about a week and a half ago to Hooker. 23, Hugo Rodriguez, 30, Carlos Rojo, and 32, the big man, Dalton Benson. Rojo and Benson, the seniors. For Kingfisher, junior number 11, Jet Sternberger, freshman number 14, Bijan Cortez, junior number 21, Trey Green, another freshman 23, Matthew Stone, and number 24, Reese Lafferty, a junior. And Heath, you know, these two coaches know each other well, two excellent young coaches. Both have been to the state tournament, of course, as I said. Coach Reese won it with Kingfisher last year, as it is electric in here right now. This is pretty cool. But, you know, we know that Hennessy's going to play a zone of some sort, but you're going to get a lot of different looks, a lot of different traps coming from a lot of different angles. And so it's going to be up to Kingfisher to try to figure that out and see what they can get going offensively.
And I'm sure, I mean, Brady Page, he's got, like you said, he's going to zone. He's going to junk some things up just to get different looks. It'll be interesting to see the pace of the game. That's what I'm anxious to see. With Rojo, you know, that kid can go, and then you get Cortez and Sternberger. Kingfisher always wants to run.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how long it stays at that pace.
If you're watching Kingfisher for the first time, this isn't the Kingfisher team you saw last year.
No, sir.
This is a team that averages almost 80 points a game. They want to push the pace. They're going to shoot a lot of three-pointers. They're going to try to get to the rim. They're going to play man-to-man defense. Now, that's going to be another key matchup, is how do the Jackets match up with the size of Hennessey. They haven't gone up against somebody like Vincent this year. And then, you know, you got the other big man, Rodriguez, in there. He gives them more size. So Kingfisher hasn't done that. And then on the flip side, how good of the rim protector is Vincent going to be? Because we know that the Jackets like to get to the rim and score those buckets there.
And then games like this, I mean, Hennessy's always a team that they play with a chip on their shoulder when they come to Kingfisher.
Absolutely. So here we go. Quick tip goes Hennessy's way, and Carlos Rojo, the 4-year starter senior,
man-to-man,
gets things going as expected, and it's going to be Cortez, those long arms. He quickly gets one, and that's one thing that he can do is knock those away. And the three-pointer, no good. Angel Rodriguez. And Jackets quickly down the floor. And there's a good hustle by Rojo as Lafferty couldn't hang on to it. What we thought was going to be an easy bucket. Vincent comes right at Trey Green, and he gets one off the glass. 2 points. Hennessey leads it 2-0.
Here you go. Now Hennessey wants to extend it.
Hennessey will press. Then they'll pull back, and they'll trap you when you're not ready for it. So the Jackets, a little bit of miscommunication there, but Hennessey in his zone. A little bit of a 3-2, 1-2-2 look here. We'll see what Coach Reese dials up. Sternberger with the ball up top. He gets it to Green. High post to Matthew Stone. Turns and looks. Fires it to Cortez in the corner. Back to Sternberger. Over to Green. They're going to reset it. Cortez, one of the talented freshmen.
It's going to be a fun matchup watching Rojo and Cortez kind of go at each other tonight. Two excellent guards.
And there's what you see that Rojo can do is he really quick hands, and he gives offensive players a lot of fits. Trey Green with the first three-pointer of the game. It's no good. Offensive board, Matt Stone. He goes back up over Vincent and gets it to go. And one thing you'll see about Matt Stone, even if he doesn't score a lot of points, he does a lot of things, including the dirty work down low for Kingfisher.
It's fun to watch Matt Stone. I mean, Coach Combs and Coach Reese just rave about his practice ability and how hard he plays.
Rojo can't get his drive to go. Hugo Rodriguez with the offensive board, but he travels trying to get the put back up. Another nice contrast in coaches is you'll see Reese get extremely fired up. If a call goes against him, it's the wrong call, absolutely. He gets so angry.
Right.
And you'll see Coach Page for Hennessey stand up, but you never see him scream or yell. He just barks out orders to his team, and that's about it.
Yep, two very, very different styles.
Both effective in what they do. And both have a tremendous amount of respect for each other and good friends. Stone with the pump fake, 3-pointers long. Vincent's going to get the rebound. 2-2 ball game, 5:50 to go first quarter. Vincent can shoot the three, and he gets that one to go. He's got 5 points. The Eagles have a 5-2 lead.
Rojo, nice job there stopping and dropping it back, kind of setting almost a backward screen to create space.
And there's one of those funky traps you're not ready for. And if you're not ready for it, it forces the errant pass, and that's what happened. But the Jackets were fortunate to get the ball back. There's a kick out to Sternberger, his first three of the game. He can't get to go. There's Trey Green down low. He gets the putback.
Trey Green, Mr. Do Everything.
So Kingfisher, both of their buckets have come off of offensive rebounds. Rojo working against Cortez. And there's going to be a moving screen there on Angel.
Foul ball number 20, and here Rodriguez.
Which is Angel Rodriguez, but I'm going to call him Angel because there's two Rodriguez's. There's another three by Sternberger. That one's long. The long rebound goes to him. Give it another shot. I think Rojo might have got a hand on that one. The officials disagree. So it's going to be Hennessey ball leading 5-4.
You know, there's a lot of people too want to see this game for Kingfisher's sake. Just the fact to see the test.
Yep.
You know, right before playoffs.
There's the kick out to Brandon Ramirez. He can't get it. Here comes. And that's what you call a senior doing a senior thing there.
That's right.
Cortez a little slow getting up. He's limping as he and Cortez Rojo banged pretty good there. We'll see if he's okay. He's really struggling to put some weight on that. Let's see if he can work through that. And Rojo's going to take advantage of it. Gets to the basket, can't get the bucket to fall. You see Fuchsen has checked into the game for Kingfisher, and there's a travel by Brandon Ramirez. Cooper Fuchsen, number 45. He can shoot the three, too.
Number 12, Declan Hogg, checks in for Kingfisher.
Here comes Declan Hall, beef. He normally comes in for Lafferty early on, and that will be the case here.
He'll get in there and mix it up in the middle with Vincent and Fuchsa.
Not afraid to get a foul.
Yeah.
Here comes that trap. We'll see what the Jackets do against it. Nope.
A little triangle too?
Yep.
Is that what we're in?
That's exactly it. And here's just yet another different look. So we know the Jackets prepared for it. We'll see what happens. And Lafferty already checking back in. And there's that excellent ball handling and dish down to Matthew Stone.
And that's what makes Kingfisher hard to guard. Even when you throw a junk at him, with a guy like Bajan Cortez, he creates things.
Angel with the pump fake. Drives it in. They get it down low to Vincent. He works against a double team. Kicks it across to Rodriguez. That's going to be long. Trey Green with the rebound. The Jackets want to push it. Here comes Green. Stone calls for a pick. Green doesn't use it. Kicks it back over to Stone. Back up to Green. And I was going to say, Sternberger's open, and you know that Cortez will find him. And there's that three-pointer.
Good look there by Bajan Cortez.
His eyes are always surveying the court, even though he never looked directly at Jet. You knew that he saw him wide open, so the Jackets now on top 9-5. 3:20 to go, first quarter. The Eagles got to find a way to try to get it inside to Vincent as he works against Hobb. And Cortez is going to get called for the reach in. Not a smart foul there, as Rojo had gotten past him.
Foul call number 14, Bajan Cortez.
It's going to be the second foul on Cortez, so my guess is Lafferty's going to come in for him. And I bet Cortez gets looked at by Wade Sunday, the Jackets trainer, just to make sure that he's okay.
And 2 fouls on him early, that's big, because he
right.
creates a lot for Jet and for all of them. He's a hard guy to keep in front of.
Fuchs is a man you got to guard beyond the three-point line because he can let it go.
You think Chris Combs has that scouted out?
Absolutely. There's Rojo with the drive, kicks the Fuchs in the corner. He's got the open look, and he knocks it down.
You called it there, Swish. Great job by Rojo getting in the middle.
9-8. And here's yet a different look from Hennessey now. More of a 1-2-2. Lafferty can shoot it, but Vincent out there on him kind of makes that shot a little difficult. Trey Green will drive, kick it to Matthew Stone. His three-pointer is up and good. He's got 7 points.
That's what Kingfisher, with the weapons that they have. All 5 of them can kind of extend it and shoot it. Hard team to cover.
And now the Jackets are going to try their trap, and Lafferty gets called for the foul on Rojo. Rojo is a seasoned veteran. He's going to know how to draw the fouls. He's a 4-year starter, but he's one of those players that seems like he's been there 7 years.
He does.
He and Vincent both have started 4 years. Trying to go back to the state tournament for the first time since their freshman season. There's Fuchs again. And he knocks it down again. He's got 2 threes.
Shot by Fuchs, but once again, there's Rojo just creating, getting in the middle, creating. Kingfisher's got to find a way to keep him out top.
And the more Fuchs hit, the more that's going to open things up inside for Vincent. Hennessey extending its pressure on the exterior of its defense, pushing the Kingfisher offense out.
Be interesting to see with Cortez out if Brady Page tries that triangle too again.
12-11, Kingfisher on top. 1:35 left in this first quarter. Kingfisher just moving around the perimeter right now. Hobb inside working, with the Jackets going to. There's that penetration. Green with the left hand. There's what Vincent can do. Just alters the shot without touching it. Good hustle by Green as he gets it back out to Lafferty. His shot is long. Vincent can't hang on to it. Ball's on the ground. And the foul's going to go against Hennessey. There's a shove by somebody down there. Let's see who it's called against. It's going to be against Rojo. And here comes Cortez back in with 2 fouls. He'll come in for Hobb. And for Hennessey, we're going to see number 12, Brian Villalobos, come in for Angel Rodriguez. This Rodriguez, he turned his ankle against, and there's that
nice set.
Nice inbound play. Green with a soft touch. Green has 4. A quick timeout by Hennessey. 14-11. Kingfisher on top, 109 to play. We're going to stay right here. I want to say thank you again to Interbank. Interbank has locations in both Kingfisher and Hennessey. I want to say thank you, a big thank you to Tim Abercrombie and all the support that Interbank provides, not just for Kingfisher, but all of the local athletics statewide. Edward Jones Investments, local agent Derek Doherty. Michael Stevens is your local farmers insurance agent. Of course, Community State Bank with branches in Hennessey, Cashin, and Dover. So a quick 30-second timeout there by Brady Page. 1:09 to play as Kingfisher scored off the inbounds play to push its lead to 14-11.
Cortez goes out there on a defense. Good sub there, but little things like that, just to prevent a 3rd foul.
That's where it's good to have good assistant coaches
Absolutely.
on your bench, too. And there's Carlos Rojo.
Nice job there.
As Jet Sternberger draws the charging foul, and Rojo went down hard on his tailbone. And he is still down, slow to get up, and that is not good for Hennessey. Don't want to see him go down.
No, that's also 2 fouls there.
So he is able to hop back up, and that is good. Not just for tonight, but for the Eagles in the playoffs. And he's going to get a breather, 49 seconds left. And that's what Chris Combs does for you right there. Takes the scouting report out and wipes the floor down.
I'm sure he has fear of leaving that scouting report too far behind.
No, somebody might get their hands on that. That's just page 1 of 37 for the first quarter. 45 seconds to go. Kingfisher with the ball and a 3-point lead. Sternberger down to Lafferty. They're going to reverse it back. And Lafferty, he's in traffic there, back to Stone. That's that play where they try to find the man back in the corner. They're going to reset, probably hold for the final shot here. And Page probably going to let him unless he sticks out a trap here. He looks down.
Yeah, there's your chess match right there.
Yeah, I love it. He hears Reese calling a play, waits to call his defense.
Here they go.
13 seconds.
I'm sure he's going to come and run and jump.
7 seconds.
There it is.
And they try to get Crean.
Oh.
And the Jackets are going to have to hustle to get one off here. They're going to want a foul call. They don't get it. So good job by Hennessey defensively there to prevent Kingfisher from getting off a last-second shot. You rarely see that happen against the Jackets, who execute their offense tremendously. 14-11 and Kingfisher on top. Let's take a break, come back with more. You're watching Oklahoma High School football on Skordle.com.
We are Oklahoma. Real people live here. Farmers, business people, ranchers. The people you meet are genuine. Proud and confident, hard to keep down. The cattle rancher delivering a newborn calf. The wheat farmer tending the fields. Our children are a little tougher. Our people are a little bolder and a little stronger. Neighbors wave as they pass each other. We're family and we're in this together. Thank you for being Oklahoma. Thank you for your pioneer spirit.
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call.
Line for anybody or want to do shirts?
Yeah, I'll do one.
All right, welcome back. Kingfisher leading 14-11. With the ball, let's start second quarter. I'd say that first quarter was more Hennessey's pace as they kind of slowed Kingfisher down. Not a lot of transition points. Lafferty with the three in the corner. Gets that one over Vincent. So now Reese Lafferty on the board. Kingfisher with that lineup out there as Angel Rodriguez can't get his to go. Rebound goes to Sternberger. We're seeing another freshman on the floor, Jarrett Birdwell. We've seen his playing time increase as the season progressed, and that's just what the Jacket coaches hoped would happen as this year went along, that Jarrett Birdwell would adapt to the game. And
He is. He's getting more comfortable.
yeah, a talented big man.
Good
Not real
move.
strong, but you see that move right there. Just can't get it to go, but he does have good post moves. Just got to get it to fall. Angel's going to get another look at it. He's not able to connect just yet. So Sternberger's going to bring it down the floor, finds Green. Green will drive to the bucket, gets that floater up, and he's going to draw the foul, probably on Vincent. Vincent helps him up, so Trey Green's going to go to the line for two.
Foul number 32, Dalton Vincent. That puts him with 21.
That's Vincent's first foul.
Green shooting 2.
Here comes Fuchsa back into the game.
Green makes his first. He has 5 points. 18-11 Kingfisher. But I thought one thing that Hennessey did a good job of in the first quarter, even off misses, is they got back in transition defense and didn't give up a lot of easy buckets to the Jackets, Heath.
And this is this is kind of what we saw in games like Bethany, things like that, where it was close early and Kingfish just kind of went on that spurt. Hennessy's got to slow down here and get some buckets. I think Brady, he wants to just stay within distance till you get to the fourth quarter and hopefully still be there.
Good hands by Lafferty as he takes it away from Vincent there, kicks it down in the quarter to Matthew Stone. His rolls in and
Nice
out.
job there, Jarrett
Good
Birdwell.
rebound by the freshman Birdwell, and that's either going to be a foul on Vincent or Rojo. We'll see which one. How about neither one? Cooper Fuchsa. And I think Coach Brady Page will take that foul on Fuchsa as opposed to a second foul on Vincent or a third foul on Rojo. But Birdwell goes to the line, looks really comfortable, but shot goes in and out.
Here comes Cortez back in.
Number 14, Deshaun Cortez checks back in.
He checks in for Stone, so freshman comes in for a freshman. Birdwell gets a second to go. And as I said, he looks really comfortable at the line there. It's 19-11, Kingfisher's biggest lead of the game. But for Kingfisher, one of the things, you see some of their blowouts, and no team has played them within single digits this year, and Vincent's going to draw the foul, go to the line. They'll have a 15-0 run here and there, but it's not the 15-0 runs. It's the multiple 8-2 and 8-0 runs and 10-2 runs, and those start to add up. And next thing you know, you're down by 25 points.
And I know we're nitpicking here, but because they're so good on both sides of the floor, but when they really decide to guard you, and they get those stops, those 3-4 stops in a row, that's when it leads to transition, and they kind of extend it. And I know, talking to Coach Combs, that's what they try to reiterate. Let's get the stops.
Yep. It all starts on that end. Vincent goes 1 for 2. He has 6 points. It's a 19-12 Kingfisher lead. Green again with the drive, kicks it back over to Lafferty. He's going to drive. He's going to go to the baseline to Cortez. They'll swing it around to Sternberger. Drives it in. Good look to Birdwell. He goes up strong and scores. He was challenged by Vincent, but Vincent too late in getting there. And that was a good job by the Jacket offense executing there. Rojo gets it to Vincent. He works against Green, and he's going to get his 8th point as he kisses it off the glass. 21-14, 5:45 left, second quarter.
And that's another thing with Kingfisher, just how their unselfishness of moving the ball. Ball doesn't get stuck in spots with them.
Yep. Good open look for Sternberger there as Birdwell kicked it back out to him, and suddenly it's a 10-point game. And there's Rojo trying to draw the foul on Lafferty, and that's what he can do. He can make it look like you're fouling him. But there's the miss, and the Jackets push it down, and I think, they're going to say that is out on Kingfisher. I thought maybe it was poked away, and I promise you that Coach Reese won't take that one lightly.
He's gonna give you his opinion every possession.
He's got a great scowl. He's still complaining about that one, believe it or not. 5:05 left in the second quarter. Again, not the high-paced game that Kingfisher wants to play, but the Jackets do have a 10-point lead on Hennessey. Fuchsa, Sternberger gets out on him. Fuchsa drives down the lane, draws the foul, gets the bucket. Cooper Fuchsa.
Fuchsa, hits two out deep early in the first quarter, and now gets to the basket.
I said this to Adam Dieselhorst at Enid at the downtown Enid Festival. He's sneaky athletic.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like the greatest athlete on the floor, but he can get in there and moves his feet really well. Can knock down the three, obviously.
Did a good job there on the hesitation. Just that one little split second where Jet kind of jumps at him. And
Trey Green's going to get a breather. A Stone comes in for him. We see Declan Hobb check back in. So it's Hobb, Green, Sternberger, Cortez. Fuchsa can't continue it, and there Hobb goes up for the rebound. 24-16 is your score. 4:50 to go in the half. As you're watching Kingfisher and Hennessey here on Skordle.com and on your Skordle app. I'd like to request that if you don't already, follow us on Twitter at Skordle. Also, follow us on Facebook. Get your weekly shows on Facebook by yours truly, sometimes joined by Maya.
Those
know
are
what
my
I'm talking
favorites.
about. Just look and find out. Sternberger gets the tough three up and in. And Sternberger now has 9 points, all on Trey.
That's not what Hennessey wants to see. They don't want to see him getting rhythm.
And one thing you notice is Hennessey did walk it up the floor, so they're going to keep it under control. Rojo, he can knock down that three, and he does. Big three-pointer by Carlos Rojo, and that he's going to prompt the timeout there by his coach, Brady Page, with 4:02 left. He's going to call a full timeout. 27-19, Kingfisher on top. So, Heath, what do you think so far here? The Jackets lead at 27-19 midway through the second quarter. It looks to be more at Hennessey's pace, but the Yellowjackets are getting some shots, getting some stops, and leading it by 8 points here.
And I know that's his second timeout, but I like that timeout right there by Brady, just to kind of slow it down, get your guys composed. You're within 8 right now, and I'm sure he's telling them right now, let's close this second half and cut into it. Let's get it to 5, get it to 4, whatever it may be. Because the longer you stay in it, you're going to give yourself that chance in the fourth quarter.
As I said pregame, Hennessey coming in 21-1, lost about a week and a half ago to Hooker, a really good 2A team in that downtown Enid basketball festival. That was a game that Hennessey led 14-2, but ran into some foul trouble, and Hooker got the late lead and didn't give it up. Kingfisher 21-0, and I failed to mention this, but trying to make history tonight. If Kingfisher has ever gone undefeated in the regular season, I can't find it. I've looked at all of their good teams, all of their state tournament teams. Today I checked back on 1934 as Kingfisher's first state tournament team, and they lost 3 in the regular season that year.
That may have been with the peach basket, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes, it was. They had to use the broomstick to poke it out after every made basket. But so Kingfisher trying to make history tonight against Hennessey. Sternberger going to the rim, kisses it off the glass, draws the foul. That might be on Villalobos, and it is. So Sternberger will shoot 2.
That's something Jet has gotten better at, I think, this year, is not settling for the open 3. Getting to the hole, getting to the free throw line. And as I say that, he missed the free throw, but such a good free throw shooter.
85% on the season, and he misses his first.
I'm sure Jared Mitchell will take credit for that. I know they work together in the gym.
Yeah, he'll take credit for the second one for sure.
Yeah.
The lead is 28-19, 3:40 left.
Boy, Rojo's got a quick crossover, doesn't he?
Absolutely. He just tries to lull you to sleep, and then boom, he is gone. He is lightning quick. Hennessey will play Newkirk Friday night. Of course, Newkirk be a heavy underdog in that game. Just one win in the last 2 seasons. That came earlier this year against the Frontier JV, so Hennessey should have no problems advancing. And there's a steal by Green. He is trapped, throws it off Vincent, and it goes out of bounds. And as you said, Trey Green, just one of those players who's going to do a little bit of everything.
It's amazing. I mean, you come to these games and you watch him and you think, you go home and you're like, we played well. And every night you look up, Trey Green has 20 and 10 rebounds. Or
he averages right at 20 on the season and 7 rebounds a game, 3 assists per game.
Just kind of does everything.
Shoots 37% from 3 and 72% from the field overall. And he's one this year, I think, honestly, to me, I think football helped him.
Absolutely.
He turned into one of their best offensive weapons. Is that he is stronger, and he has got so much better at going to the rim. He is so strong. As Lafferty drives, cut off by Fuchs, kicks it back out. Jackets are going to reset. Again, just really good defense by Hennessey here as they're forcing Kingfisher to run through their offense multiple times. And that's not something a lot of teams have been able to do this year. Green can shoot the 3, and he can't get that one to go. But there's Sternberger, offensive rebound, kicks it over to Stone.
And those are, I mean, that's a little thing just against Kingfisher. Now you give him a second opportunity, and I'm sure Brady had preached and preached. We gotta get it limited to 1.
Goes up to 30-19 now. Rojo's going to work against Lafferty. Against Stone. No, Lafferty, and there's a walk called on Angel. Angel's going, we're going to see Hugo Rodriguez come in. Let's see who he comes in for. Yeah, he's going to come in for Angel.
You talk about Declan Hobb and Jarrett Birdwell. I mean, you know, years past, there hadn't been a lot of subs coming off that bench.
No, this is
something that Jarrett he's enjoyed, I imagine.
Yeah, he told me before the year started, we want to push the ball a lot more this year. I feel more comfortable with my bench. We're going to go a lot deeper. And I was one of those, like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Right.
It's held true, and
but
you got to be able to trust your bench, and he's got bench players who he trusts this year.
That's right, and it helps with, like you said earlier, Jarrett becoming more comfortable and playing better. Declan Hobb coming in and doing the things that he's good at.
We may see Colton York. He'll come in and spell the guards from time to time. Aaron Harrow's gotten some playing time at guard this season. And here's that well-scouted play
Good
there.
look.
But, as you said, the Jackets went to option B, then option C, and that was Trey Green with the 3. He can't get it to go. Rebound Fuchs gives it to Rojo. He's going to go. Vincent works against Green, and Green draws the charge.
Trey Green.
I believe that's the second foul.
That's 2 on Vincent, and Rojo still has 2.
1:10 to go, 30-19. Kingfisher leading Hennessey. Jacket coaches call out to play. And one thing I just noticed is Coach Combs is wearing a big old fat ring on his finger. He's must be wearing the old state title ring from last year. You don't see that often. Stone thought about the 3-pointer. Gives it to Sternberger. He is going to draw more defense his way. The Jackets reset. 45 seconds to go in the half. They lead by 11.
Good look there by Jet.
Birdwell hustles to get it back. Green's going to drive against Vincent. And there he goes. And there's Vincent coming in. I think that's going to be on Hugo Rodriguez. Vincent made sure it wasn't going to be a 3-point play, though. He swatted that one away. So Trey Green will go to the line. He's 1 for 2 tonight so far. He has 7 points. Make it 8. Fuchs is set to check back in. Green misses the second, so he's just 2 for 4. He's a 78% free throw shooter. Angel's going to get a look from 3. Finally, he gets one to go, Angel Rodriguez. And that pulls the Eagles back within single digits, 31-22. There's 15 seconds left in the half. Jackets with the ball again. Sternberger, you got to pay attention against Hennessey because they will come at you quick. They're trying to deny Sternberger the ball. Angels on him. 2 seconds now. Stone lets it fly. He's going to be short. And we got a foul underneath. Let's see whose it's against. Is that
Looks like
against
on
Sternberger?
Hodd.
Yep, that is against Declan Hodd. Just 6 fouls, so there will be no shot. That will be the half, I do believe. Is there any time left on the clock? I think that's what Paige is wanting to know. Was there time on the clock or? And not much argument there for Paige. So that's going to do it for the first half. Your score is Kingfisher 31, Hennessey 22, excuse me. We're going to take a timeout here, come back with some stats and scores, so stay with us. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Physical Therapy Central, our goal is to get you back to work, back to play, and back to life using the latest research to get you the best results in fewer visits. Physical Therapy Central is the best first choice for physical therapy with 20 locations across Oklahoma, including Kingfisher. PT Central is the preferred physical therapy provider for Sooner Sports Network and a proud sponsor of Kingfisher High School Athletics. For more information, email letstalk@ptcentral.org, call us at 405-375-5654, or visit us at 105 North Main Street to schedule your comprehensive evaluation today.
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call or visit our website. Cimarron Electric Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936 and powering the needs of a new generation.
All right, welcome back. Kingfisher leading Hennessey 31-22 in this battle of teams that are combined 41-1 on the season. Michael Swisher with Heath Myers as you're watching this game on Skordle.com and your Skordle app. Kingfisher scored 14 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second. Hennessey has countered with 11 and 11 points for them. For the Jackets, Jet Sternberger with 10 points, Trey Green with 8, Matthew Stone with 7, Reese Lafferty with 3, Jarrett Birdwell with 3. For the Hennessey Eagles, Dalton Benson has 8 points, Cooper Fuchsa also has 8 points. Angel Rodriguez 3, Carlos Rojo with 3, and Heath. It's kind of a game. Kingfisher with a 9-point lead. If you're Hennessey, you haven't done great offensively, but you're within striking distance, and so you got to be somewhat encouraged there in the Hennessey locker room right now.
Yeah, I think Brady Page. I think he's content with where they're at. Like we said in the girls' game, that first 3 or 4 minutes of the second half is going to be big for them. Can they make a little run at them? Can they stay within striking distance? I know we keep saying that, but we just haven't seen it all year against Kingfisher. They just kind of extend you at times.
Yeah, I mean, Bethany was within just a possession in the fourth quarter early, in December. In a game that Kingfisher eventually won by 11 or 12. Tuttle played the Jackets within 11 or 12 at Tuttle here after the break. Chisholm was within 7 of Kingfisher in the third quarter in a game in the finals of the Wheat Capital tournament, but the Jackets pulled away in that one. So, other than what you say, maybe that Bethany game, the Jackets really haven't been pushed into the fourth quarter. So we'll see if that's something that Hennessey can do or even come out with the win, which I know is exactly what Coach Page wants to do. We got about 4.5 minutes to go here in the halftime. We're going to take a timeout, a little bit of an extended break here, try to catch a breath, get a drink of water. We will come back with third quarter action, so stay with us. You're watching Oklahoma High School basketball here on Skordle.com and your Skordle app.
In big cities where national cellular companies are based, they can't even spell Oklahoma. They can't find Okarche or Shattuck on a map, and they don't know what it's like to live and die with the Cowboys or the Sooners. But Pioneer Cellular is proudly based right here in Oklahoma. Our customer service people are your friends and your neighbors, and we have more retail stores in the area than any other provider. Go with the people who know what it means to be Oklahoma strong. You're watching a movie and it starts buffering. Nobody wants that. Where do you go for the fastest internet in the area? Fiber internet from Pioneer offers gigabit speeds up to 100 times faster than the national average. Kiss buffering goodbye with Pioneer Internet.
All right, just about set for second half action here. Kingfisher leading Hennessey 31-22. Hennessey with the ball to start the second half. And Heath, here's a rarity for Kingfisher this year. There are fans in the stands for the second half.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's good to see. I'm glad that Hennessy's pushing them, and we'll see if that can continue into the fourth quarter. Maybe even the Eagles can pull off the upset.
You know, I think if you put a truth serum in Coach Reese and those guys, nice look there.
Hugo Rodriguez drops that jumper.
They're not opposed to being, I mean, I think they want to be tested.
They need to be tested.
Absolutely. I think they can learn things, but if you ask him, I'm sure he wants to win by 40 too. So
Stone can't get his shot to drop, but it's kicked back out by Cortez. Lafferty trips up, but Green comes away. He's going to kick it down in the corner to Cortez. He's going to drive, probably kick it to the corner. He does. Lafferty with the three. It's long. Vincent with the rebound. You know, you look at the other top teams in 4A, Ardmore at number 2. They've played a ton of good teams, including Heritage Hall a couple of times. A lot of 5A and 6A teams. They've been tested. As Vincent gets it down low, can't get the first one to go, gets the second one to drop. So Hennessey with 4 quick points here. It's a 5-point game, a minute into the third quarter. You look at number 3, Fort Gibson. They played some good teams up there in the northeastern part of Oklahoma. Number 4 is Heritage Hall. They've played a brutal schedule. A lot of 5A and 6A teams, and also Ardmore multiple times. So those teams are all tested, and Kingfisher, and really, you know, Hennessey in 3A, they haven't played the schedule. And that's not to say they're not good, because both teams are very talented and very good. They just haven't had those teams that push you the way that championship teams really need to be pushed.
And you just see, I mean, you see it every year. There's teams that enter in that first game that there's a little bit of pushback on them. It's fun to see how they respond. And I think, I mean, I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about Kingfisher. And I said big X factors for them are guys like Reese Lafferty.
Yep.
How does Matthew Stone play in playoffs? Guys like that, because if they start hitting shots, then I would say they're the odds-on favorite.
That ball goes on the floor. Green shows his frustration a little bit. Couldn't get his floater to fall. It's going to be alternating possession to the Jackets. Cortez gets it into Green. He's going to be fouled. Third foul on Carlos Rojo.
Number 30, Carlos Rojo, called for the foul.
Brady Page claps his hands, a little bit of frustration.
Much as motion you're going to see out of Brady Page. Rojo's got to be smart this last 6 minutes of the third quarter. They need him to go in the fourth with 3 fouls.
And that's what happened to them against Hooker. He got into foul trouble. Vincent got into foul trouble as Sternberger gets his floater to drop. 33-26 Kingfisher. But they got into foul trouble, and that really hampered the Jackets. There's the pull-up jumper by Rojo.
That's quick.
Can't really defend that. Cortez looks to set up the offense. Sternberger with the three-pointer. That's going to go long. Angel with the rebound. Gets it to Rojo. He's going to go. Here comes Vincent. He goes up high, and it will be a charge. So that's his third foul. I wasn't sure if Sternberger was set. I'm not sure Vincent thought so either. Nor did Brady Page.
It's kind of a bang-bang.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if he got set or got underneath him, but nice job of Jet by stepping in there and throwing his body at him.
I don't want to get in front of that.
No, sir.
33-28, Kingfisher on top. Kicks it over to Reese Lafferty. That looks long. It is long. And there's going to be a foul on Green as Hugo Rodriguez pulls down the board.
Number 21, Trey Brady, called for the foul.
First team foul of the half, second personal foul on Green. So the Jackets really slow going here. The first 3+ minutes of the third quarter, just 2 points. As Hennessey has cut into its deficit.
And this, I think this is more what Brady wants. I think he wants this game to kind of be a junked-up game.
And good anticipation by Cortez. And Rojo has no choice but to let him go shoot the layup because he can't afford another foul.
And just like that, you see them, they get that back basket, and now they extend it. Not causing them to
almost a half court there. Rare show of emotion by Jared Reese.
Good look there by Rojo.
Yeah. And Hugo Rodriguez with a pump fake, a 30-second timeout by Brady Page.
And here's another one of those timeouts. I mean, I think this is kind of, he's got it to within 5, and like we said earlier, I think you just keep trying to cut into it.
(35-30) is your score. You see both coaches talking to the teams there. Season finale for both teams. Kingfisher trying to finish the regular season undefeated for the first time in school history. Currently riding a 27-game win streak overall. The Jackets haven't lost since the regional finals last year to Elgin. That game was at John Marshall High School. It's fitting that the two teams could match up again this year in the regional finals, and if so, that game will be here in Kingfisher a week and a half from now. And the gym could look a lot like this
I imagine it would
on that night. And that's the night the OSSA would be licking their lips because they get to keep that money. Yeah, nice feed inside the green. He's going to go right at Dalton Vincent. Who's the foul on? I think he's looking over at.
Oh, got him with Vincent.
Yeah, it is. So that's his 4th foul. And you know, that was something Kingfisher coaches talked about in that timeout, is go at their guys, because if you can get Vincent off the floor, that really opens up the lane. So Vincent goes to the bench. 3:56 to go in the third quarter, 4 fouls. It's 36-30 right now with this free throw pending from Green. Good rotation. Gets it to go. So 37-30 is the score. We'll see how the Eagles hold up with him on the bench. The Jackets are going to come at Rojo, who just splits that double team quickly. It's almost like he welcomes that sort of pressure. It's going to be Green on Rojo. And there's another pull-up, 15-footer. He banks it in.
I would imagine we're going to see more of that here with Vincent on the bench. I think Rojo's looking to take this game over for their side.
Still a 5-point ball game. 3:21 to go. Third quarter, excuse me. Pace is at Hennessy's pace. Ball down in the corner to Lafferty. Short corner to Green. Back over to Cortez. He can knock it down. That one is short, but there's Sternberger. Follows the shot in, and there's going to be a full timeout by Coach Reese for the Yellowjackets. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Kingfisher leading this one 39-32. We'll take a timeout and be back with more after this.
At Physical Therapy Central, our goal is to get you back to work, back to play, and back to life using the latest research to get you the best results in fewer visits. Physical Therapy Central is the best first choice for physical therapy with 20 locations across Oklahoma, including Kingfisher. PT Central is the preferred physical therapy provider for Sooner Sports Network and a proud sponsor of Kingfisher High School athletics. For more information, email letstalk@ptcentral.org, call us at 405-375-5654, or visit us at 105 North Main Street to schedule your comprehensive evaluation today.
Let's be upfront. Pioneer Cellular is excited to introduce pay in advance plans. Get unlimited data, talk, and text for just $49 per month, or talk and text only for just $30 per month. Plus, you'll get the phones you want. Visit us at Go Pioneer.
Hennessey with the ball. The Jackets employing some full court pressure here. Cooper Fuchs trying to get it in bounds and finally does to Rojo. He's going to have to chase it down, though. Excellent job by Rojo, really, to save that one. Away from the Hennessey, or the Kingfisher basket. Green goes from one end to the other. Shows his versatility there. And Green now with 12 points. And Jackets still in a full court press. And we're going to see a timeout called by Hennessey. And 30-second timeout. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Here's where you miss a guy like Vincent, a big guy that can bring it up the floor, but can also, it helps on your inbounds there. Just throw it up top to him.
I believe that leaves Hennessey with 2 timeouts, and we're seeing Rojo. He's really down there. I thought maybe the Hennessey was down to 1 timeout.
That's what I thought. I thought they've used 4.
And I think Coach Danny Green, is checking that with the official scorebook. You're looking at Rojo. He's really trying to catch his breath over here. As you said, he's going to have to take a lot on his shoulders. All right, the Jackets not pressing now, so they pull off of that just a little bit.
You know, with Vincent out, really it's been Rojo just kind of on ISOs. See if anyone else can get going for Hennessey.
2:20 left here in the third. Rojo working against Green. Good matchup there. Over to Angel. He drives, kicks it back up high to Hugo Rodriguez. He drives against Green. Nice step through move there and gets it to go. Hugo Rodriguez, the other big man for Hennessey.
Coach Reese just pointed out that that's 3 walks on him.
41-34 is your score. Hennessey hanging right in there, not going away. Sternberger up high to Cortez. They're going to kick it back over to Sternberger. He thought about the 3-pointer, pulls it back down. Back up high. Cortez in the corner to Green. He drives, pump fake, too strong. Rebound. Foul on Green.
Could have went either way there. I think that's what Coach Reese is telling them.
And that's 3 fouls on Trey Green. A minute and a half to go, third quarter. This is going to be a fourth quarter ball game. I think that's what the fans came to see. So could have got a lot closer there. Rodriguez, Angel couldn't get the shot to go. Here comes Trey Green with his 4th foul. Goes strong, and that's what he does. Again, Trey Green showing you what he can do. 14 points for him. He and Sternberger with the same amount. And Cortez pokes that one away. Turnover by the Eagles. Green to Sternberger, 3 in the corner. Gets that one to go, and there's those runs that we talk about. And right now, there's not a lot that Coach Page can do about it because he's almost out of timeouts.
Nice dribbling there by Rojo.
And Angel can cut it back down to 9, and he does. Good 3-pointer, Angel Rodriguez. And here's the up and down game that we were hoping to see.
I think Coach Reese wanted to pull it out for that last one.
So quick burst by Kingfisher. Got it back out to 12, but Angel Rodriguez with a 3-pointer cuts it to a 9-point ball game. 46-37 is your score. Cortez with 15 seconds on the clock. Down to Lafferty, back up to Cortez.
Yes, he switches to a man-to-man here. First time we've seen that.
And Cortez goes right at Hugo Rodriguez.
Good move there.
So good. And Hugo Rodriguez struggled to get the ball. And so it's going to be a forced 3-pointer long by Carlos Rojo. But a good finish to the quarter by Kingfisher. Hennessey cut it to 5. But Kingfisher with the solid run extends the lead to 48-37. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Stay with us. You're watching Oklahoma High School basketball on Skordle.com and the Skordle app.
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call or visit our website. Cimarron Electric Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936 and powering the needs of a new generation.
In big cities where national cellular companies are based, they can't even spell Oklahoma. They can't find Okarche or Shattuck on a map, and they don't know what it's like to live and die with the Cowboys or the Sooners. But Pioneer Cellular is proudly based right here in Oklahoma. Our customer service people are your friends and your neighbors, and we have more retail stores in the area than any other provider. Go with the people who know what it means to you.
All right, fourth quarter beginning. Dalton Vincent back out on the floor for the Hennessey Eagles. As he has 4 fouls there, that shot won't go. It's going to be a mad scramble for the ball. Angel comes away with it. Easy bucket for Dalton Vincent underneath. 7-point game.
Let's talk about that third quarter.
9-point game, I'm sorry.
Hennessey kind of cuts it to 5, but then Kingfisher goes on that run, and then they win in the quarter. That's tough to swallow because Hennessey played a good third quarter.
Yeah. Reese Lafferty with 3 in the corner, gets that one to go. And if you have to extend out and guard him, it makes him so much tougher.
That's why I think he's the X factor for their run.
Goes inside to Vincent. They're just going to force feed him down there. He's got 2 buckets this quarter. 14 for the game. 10-point Kingfisher lead. Stone back down to Sternberger in the corner. He's going to drive against Vincent, puts the floater up, and he's got that shot working today. As the teams are now trading buckets.
Just got a text message from Clint Combs. Watching Skordle.
Right. Good to know that the Clint one is watching us.
Like you said, they just keep feeding it in there to Vincent. That's what they missed there at the end of the third quarter.
So he'll go to the line, 6.5 minutes to go, 53-41.
Swish, and you know more 3A than I do, but I would think with Rojo and Vincent as a 1-2 punch, that's got to be pretty potent in 3A.
It is, but, Hennessy's really, they've drawn a tough playoffs the last couple of years, really been in some loaded regionals and areas, and really no exception this year. Potentially going to have to go play that regional opener at Chisholm, on Chisholm's floor against Chisholm. It's either going to be Chisholm or Alva. If it's Chisholm on Chisholm's floor,
right,
that's a team that Hennessy beat by 5 earlier this year. At Hennessy, Chisholm can really shoot it on its home floor, and that's a potential minefield. And you go in the hole after that Thursday regional, and it's just tough to get out of that.
You say that too, and on the flip side, I'm sure both Coach Wood and Coach Reese were excited to get that regional here at Kingfisher.
Oh, absolutely.
You get 2 games at home in the playoffs, that's a big advantage.
Yes. 11-point Kingfisher lead. Sternberger lets it fly from the top of the key. He can't get it to drop. Dalton Vincent with the rebound. Hands it off to Carlos Rojo, and he's going to go between his legs, back behind him to Vincent. His three-pointer was short, but it is saved underneath by Brandon Ramirez, and he throws it off Stone. Hennessy ball.
This is kind of that critical time in a game. You either cut into it, or this is where you could get the doors blown open.
Rojo with a wide open three. Probably had too much time there. He did. Airballed it. Nice pass. Well, I said nice pass. Nice look by Trey Green and Matthew Stone, but tried to throw the sideliner out and threw it too far out of bounds.
Right idea.
Here in a couple days, this place is going to be filled with wrestling mats as Kingfisher will host a Class 3A West Regional Wrestling, and there's a three-pointer. Brandon Ramirez, that also draws nothing but air, goes out of bounds. Kingfisher ball. 53-42, 5:39 left in this game. Really, Green, they threw it right into that trap corner, but Green got rid of it quickly. Cortez kicks it down to Sternberger. It went in, out, back in. And Heath, Sternberger went through this stretch right after the Kingfisher tournament as Carlos Rojo can't get the drive to go. Green with the rebound. Reese wants him to push it. He's going to do that. He's going to go all the way against Vincent, and that's going to be the 5th foul.
Whoop. They're calling on 3.
They pointed to Hugo Rodriguez. Brandon Ramirez, excuse me. But Trey Green's going to go to the line. The Kingfisher fans want that against Dalton Vincent. The Hennessy fans breathe a sigh of relief. But, let's talk about Jet Sternberger. He scored in the opener against the OKC Knights in the Buckle of the Wheat Belt. He scored 20 points in the first quarter. Was just draining threes, but really after that he kind of went through a cold stretch as Green Misses his first, I believe. Kind of went through a stretch where he was struggling from three-point range. He was still getting his points, but he just wasn't knocking down threes. Hit 4 or 5 the other night. He's hit a few tonight. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tonight. Looks like he's starting to return to form, which the Jackets absolutely need.
And you know Jet, I mean, he's going to be in the gym. I'm sure he's been working on what he thinks needs to be done. He's a rhythm shooter. Once he gets it going, it's hard to stop.
Green missed both free throws. Rojo pulls up the mid-range jumper and gets that one to fall. He's got 9 points. Jackets quickly come back and takes it right away from Trey Green. And what's the call?
Yeah, that's the right call. Oh.
Brady Page thought that was a blocking call. Everybody did. Dalton Vinson called for the charge. 5:02 left.
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I was looking in the corner, so I was checking that pass, the potential pass over there, so I didn't see the play.
So one of those ones was hard. I just think I slid up there late and kind of came underneath him, but
well,
now you play the last 5 minutes without one of your best two.
So unfortunately for Dalton Vinson, his night is done. 5:02 left. He scored 15 points, but has to watch the final 5 minutes. His team trailing. Trey Green draws the foul on Cooper Fuchsa. And that was Matthew Stone's pass, I do believe.
Yep.
So an excellent look from him. We'll see if Trey Green can get this free throw to fall. He hasn't been razor sharp from the foul line tonight. He's missed 4 tries, including his last 2.
That's what, and we talk about Trey and Jet and the points they score. Then you look up, and Bajan Cortez has 4 points.
Yeah.
Matthew Stone has 7 points, and I would say both those guys have had very, very good games for him. But just hard to guard. I'm glad I'm not having to scheme to guard them.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Right.
Three-pointer by Carlos Rojo. Wow. Tough shot there.
I like that kid. He's a gamer. He just kind of keeps you in it.
Kingfisher pushed the lead to 15. He gets it back to 12. 4.5 minutes to play. Now he's going to defend, and there's going to be a travel call as Cortez and Rojo got their feet mixed up, crossed up there. And it's hard to call that a foul, but
yeah,
you hate to punish a kid too for it. But for some reason, Coach Reese didn't agree with that.
I've never seen that before.
Here comes Rojo again. He's working against Green.
Good job there by Green. Or Stone.
Yeah, I said Green. Stone. Fuchsa with the 3. It doesn't go. Reese Lafferty with a rebound. Jackets have numbers here. Green's going to pull up for the 3. He looks up and can't get the soft roll. Hugo Rodriguez rebound. Here comes Carlos Rojo, and he is gassed, I think.
He is.
He's going to pull up with the 3. Can't get it to go. I thought that was in, too. Jackets going to push it right back because they want to wear Hennessy down. There's Jet Sternberger with the 3. 6 for the game. Timeout Kingfisher, 62-47. 3:48 to play. And really, I know Coach Reese wanted to settle things down here, but he might have cut Hennessy a break there because look at Carlos Rojo.
He's gassed.
That young man has gotten very little break tonight, and he is absolutely worn out, giving it all he's got. Jet Sternberger with 25 points now. Trey Green with 17. You got Carlos Rojo with 12. Most of those coming here in the second half. But that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, Heath. You know, you just get a couple of stops, and you just see Coach Reese and Coach Combs just doing the windmill with the arms. Right. Go, go, go. Push it, push it, push it. And that's what they do. And eventually it, you know, even if you're hanging with them, it wears you down. And that's what's happening to Hennessy right now. But still, very much a ball game. 15-point Kingfisher lead here. Let me check to see how much time is left. I didn't see that. I want to thank everybody who's joined us on Skordle tonight. It's kind of our first go-round on Skordle. And other than some early camera issues, things have gone pretty well. So we're certainly happy about that. And we'll see. I want to encourage everybody to join us We'll be doing some Skordle Live from the state tournament again. We'll have some analysis, player and coach interviews. So, like I said, join us, follow us as Rojo goes coast to coast, high off the backboard and hard. But follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, and we'll have all kinds of stuff. And there's Trey Green again.
And you notice things like, Kingfisher, a lot of times when a team gets a rebound, they look to outlet to a point guard.
Yeah.
Kingfisher has 5 guys that can bring it up the floor.
Exactly.
And it just makes hard. As soon as someone gets it, they just take off running.
And Angel with the 3. That looks good. Nope, just a little bit short. There's
just
the
like
tire
that.
legs. And then Cortez with an excellent pass. He was being bobbled by Stone. He never really got a good handle on it, so he couldn't get a good look. Cooper Fuchs is going to get a good look and gets that one to drop. Timeout, Brady Page and the Hennessey Eagles as that shot cut it to 64-50. So Cooper Fuchs now with 3 3-pointers on the night. He's got 11 points, but the Eagles are running out of time here. Let's take a quick timeout. Let you hear from one of our fine sponsors. We'll come back with more fourth quarter action after this.
At Physical Therapy Central, our goal is to get you back to work, back to play, and back to life using the latest research to get you the best results in fewer visits. Physical Therapy Central is the best first choice for physical therapy with 20 locations across Oklahoma, including Kingfisher. PT Central is the preferred physical therapy provider for Sooner Sports Network and a proud sponsor of Kingfisher High School Athletics. For more information, email letstalk@ptcentral.org, call us at 405-375-5654, or visit us at 105 North Main Street to schedule your comprehensive evaluation today.
All right, 64-50 is your score. Kingfisher leading Hennessey, 2:53 to play here. Looks like Hennessey has one timeout left. But yeah, join us, Kingfisher Ball. Join us state tournament here in just a few weeks. We will have Skordle Live. Lots of player and coach interviews, some analysis. Last year we had Coach John Hardaway and the Hall of Fame coach Randy Turney with some analysis both weekends. Who knows who we'll bring in this year. So there'll be lots going on. Might even this year have a presence at the 5A and 6A tournament. There's some trapping by the Eagles. Well prepared is Kingfisher. Green gets it down into Stone. He's going to get called for a travel. Must have picked that foot up a little bit. He's got a springy pivot, and if you're not used to it, you might think he's traveling. I'm not saying he didn't travel there, but he really works on that pivot and that spring. He almost uses a head fake to try to get his defender in the air. Now 2:14 to go. Rojo lost handle of that one, and it's going to stay on this end. Angel was defended well by Laughter there. Didn't give him a chance to go. Cooper Fuchs is going to drive against Matthew Stone and draw the foul.
Fuchs will put it on the floor.
2:07 left. He can make it a 12-point game. So, one thing I've noticed here in the second half is Kingfisher's really cut into its rotations.
It has. Yeah.
He hasn't substituted near as much as Fuchs makes the first. Make it 64-51. Doesn't get the second one to go. Trey Green with the rebound.
Here he comes.
And how do you,
that's just.
I don't want to say how do you stop it. But he's just so fast and so strong. And he's so athletic.
He does a good job of maneuvering his body, so he doesn't pick up a lot of charges that way.
And then, as you said, Heath, you look up, he's got 21 points now. Right at his season average, just over it. He averages 20 on the year.
And he's so versatile. You can use him. You can post him up. You can bring him out if you have a bigger guy guarding him. He's tough to keep in front of. Stay in front of. Good look there.
As Reese Lafferty gets that one to go, he's now got 8 points. Green with the rebound. Minute and a half to go. I don't know who that foul's on. But
looks like it was a kick ball, maybe.
Okay. Hennessy's going to lose some good players. Obviously, Rojo and Vincent, 2 4-year starters there. They'll have some good talent coming back, but they're not expected to be at the level next year that they are this year. Kingfisher, on the other hand, this is senior night, and Kingfisher didn't have a single senior.
Senior night went fast tonight.
Yeah. All 5 starters back, and you're going to have an improved bench next year as Angel gets the drive and the bucket. So he has 8 points. It's a 15-point game, 1:08 to play. The schedule will be beefed up next year if for no other reason. Kingfisher's going to the Tournament of Champions at Tulsa over the holiday break. So they'll definitely get tested there. Well, I say tested, you don't see too many 4A teams go win the Tournament of Champions, as the Jackets are going to pull it out and try to run out the clock here. Hennessy's going to press or trap some. Sternberger dribbles it off his foot. Rojo now has the ball.
And it's you see it with both of these teams. Both coaches coached for the entire 4 quarters. I mean, even down to 15 right there, Brady throws out a different defense.
Yeah, he could have sat back as Sternberger. There's the exclamation point.
Yeah.
But, he could have sat back, taken his 15-point loss, and, gone on and lived to fight another day. But he calls the trap, forces the turnover. They don't get the points and give up the 4-point play potentially on this end. But
that's something that they'll see. That's something you'll see in playoffs. 4th quarter, close ball game, run and jump someone last minute.
29 now for Jet Sternberger, 7 3-pointers. The score is 72-53. And Rojo throws that one away. 14 seconds left, and he's finally going to get to catch him. A little bit of a breather.
Heck of a ball game by that kid. He plays hard.
He does it. That's what he's done for 4 years. Sternberger will walk it up, and that should be the ball game.
That was a heck of a ball game. That's 2 really good teams, I think.
Absolutely, and 72-53 is your final score, as Hennessy finishes its regular season at 21-2. Kingfisher makes history and finishes at 22-0. Let's take a bit of a timeout here. We're going to do some math, come back with some final thoughts. Again, your final: Kingfisher 72, Hennessy 53. The Yellowjackets make history, their first undefeated regular season in program history. If you can prove me otherwise, please do. I've been researching it as much as I can. I've looked through a lot of old newspapers. Like I said, I pulled down the 1934 version earlier today. As best we know, this is Kingfisher's very first undefeated regular season, 22-0. The Jackets have now won 28 games in a row. Hennessy falls to 21-2 for the Yellowjackets. 14 points in the first quarter. The next 2 quarters, they get 17 points each frame. Then they finish the 4th with 24 points, and that's what a good team does. It closes strong. Hennessy goes 11-11, 15-16 for its 53 points. For the Eagles, it was Dalton Vincent leading the way with 15 points, but he went to the bench with his 5th foul with 5 minutes to play. How would this game have played out differently had he been able to stay in? We'll never know. 12 points goes to Cooper Fuchs as he provides the spark off the bench. Angel Rodriguez with 8 points. Hugo Rodriguez with 6 points. Carlos Rojo also with 12 points. For the Yellowjackets, Jet Sternberger, 29 points. He had 7 3-pointers. He made 3 of them in that 4th quarter, including the 4-point play that was the exclamation point at the end. 21 points goes to Trey Green. He also had a solid 4th quarter with 7 points. 8 points for Reese Lafferty. 7 points Matthew Stone. Jarrett Birdwell with 3 points off the bench. Bijan Cortez with 2 points. And Heath, I think you said it when the game was over. Really, if you're Hennessy, nothing to be discouraged about in this game. I think if anything, they proved themselves more than capable, and this has got to give them the confidence to know that they can certainly make a run in Class 3A and potentially get back to the state tournament.
Yeah, I think both coaches will take a lot from this game. I mean, I think Coach Reese saw some things that they're obviously going to try to fix, but Brady Page that's a game that he didn't like the outcome, but I think he liked some things he saw from some of his players, and now the fun begins for those guys.
Absolutely. And for the Yellowjackets, I said 22-0 on the season. Still have yet to be played within single digits. So, they got tested tonight. They answered the test, and Hennessey cut it to 5 in the second half and had the ball. So, very much a ball game in the second half. But the Yellowjackets, I think, just warmed down. When Vincent got his 5th foul, that was obviously a huge factor. Rojo had to take on a lot more responsibility, and he gassed out. And the Jackets were getting more stops. Those Eagles' shots were falling short. And Kingfisher was getting rebounds and continued to push it. We saw Trey Green continue to go to the basket and, go coast to coast several times. We've seen him do that how many times this year. And then Jet Sternberger starting to heat up from three-point range. And so if we could see that from him, the Yellowjackets, who knows what they can do. Obviously, they're one of the favorites to go to the state tournament and win Class 4A again. I'm not going to say, lock them in, but because, it's always a tough road in 4A.
Right.
When you take into account all of the private schools and all of the city schools from both Oklahoma City and Tulsa, it's rare that you see a school outside of those boundaries that wins 4A. Kingfisher did it last year. We'll see if they can do it again this year, but you got to like what you see from them. They're certainly an exciting bunch to watch.
Yeah, they're going to come in. I mean, last year they kind of came in and surprised some people late. Now they're going to come in and everyone's going to want a shot at them. So it'll be fun to watch. Fun 3 weeks.
All right, so I want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors, if I can. Edward Jones Investments, Derek Doherty, he pretty much supports everything that we do, and we certainly appreciate Edward Jones and Derek Doherty. Physical Therapy Central, Cimarron Electric, your local farmers insurance agent Michael Stevens, Community State Bank, which has branches in Hennessey, Dover, and Cashin, Athlete Care OKC and Dr. Matt Dieselhorst. Get game day ready with Athlete Care OKC. Allegiant Marketing Group, we specialize in full-service direct marketing strategies and solutions. AllegiantMarketingGroup.com. Interbank does have branches in both Kingfisher and Hennessey. Very supportive of local athletics, so thank you to Tim Abercrombie and the crew at Interbank. And then last but certainly not least, Pioneer Telephone Cooperative, Pioneer Security, Pioneer Cellular, Pioneer Internet, Pioneer DTV. They support so many of their communities, and they are our presenting sponsor tonight. This certainly could not have been done without them. Heath Myers, thank you for helping us out. Tremendous job as usual. For just your second go-around, you're like a seasoned veteran. Jared Hall was our producer tonight, and Jeremiah Hill ran our cameras, and Heath Ritchie, of course, he's the one that when our cameras weren't working right, he got going for us, so we certainly thank him. We appreciate all of you guys for watching Skordle. As I said, this is our first go-around, so thank you again, and be sure to follow us down the road here in the playoffs. Go like us on the Facebook, Skordle's Facebook page. Go follow us on Twitter if you don't already. And, of course, download the app and use it, especially as these playoffs hit. So for the entire crew, my name is Michael Swisher. We'll see you next time.